everyone, welcome back to another video of LeetCode Daily Challenge Streak Series, and in today's video we have another LeetCode medium question which says insert delete get random O of 1. It says we are supposed to insert, delete or get a random element with the time complexity of O of 1. Now we are given this randomized set class. Now this randomized set class initializes a random set object. Now, we are supposed to fill in the insert, remove and get random functions. Now, what does this insert function do? This insert function inserts an item named value into the set if it's not present. Now, after inserting it, it will return true. If the item is not present, then it will return false. Now, what does this remove function do? This remove function will check if the element is there in the set or not. If the element is there, it will remove it and return true. If the element is not there, it will return false. Next, getRandom function. This getRandom function generates or returns a random element from the current set of elements after removal or insertion. With whatever elements that we are left, this function will return one element out of the elements that are present in the set. Now, this is a very easy question. It's not even a medium question. It's just an easy question. So, let's first create a set within the initialization class. Self.s is equal to set. Now, we have created a set within the initialization function. This init method, it is the constructor of the class. This method is automatically called when an object of this class is created. Okay, this thing is automatically called. You can write any name here instead of the word self, but it is usually recommended that you use the word self. Okay. Now, the self is nothing but the first parameter of the methods of this class. Okay, it is nothing but the first parameter. Now, we have finished the initialization function and we have created a set. What are we doing next? We are just inserting the value. Wait, we just have two conditions to check. If the element is there, we are supposed to return false, because in a set we can't add the duplicate value. Okay, because if we have 1, 2 and 3 and if we are supposed to insert 1 again, we can't insert 1 into the set because the element is already present. Likewise, if we are supposed to remove an element 3, the element 3 is already there, so we shall remove and return a true. Okay, now we have the set 1, 2 and we are supposed to remove the element 3. If you are supposed to remove the element 3, there is no 3 in the first place, so it returns false. Okay, now as simple as that. Now, if val in self.s, it means that if the value is present in the set, we shall return false because we can't add a duplicate value in the set. Otherwise what are we doing? Otherwise, we will just insert the value into the set. Okay, we are just inserting the value and then returning true. After inserting, we are returning the value, or if the element is present previously, then we are returning false. Next, for removing what should we see? We should see that whether or not the element is present in the set. If val not in self.s, if it's not there, we can't remove, meaning we will return a false. Okay, what's the otherwise case? Else, what we'll do? We will directly remove the value from the set. And we will return true. Next, what are we doing? Next, we are just generating a random element. From the set of existing element. Say we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We are supposed to generate any random element. We have to return any random element. For this, we have a library in Python which we can import, which is import random. Okay, now this random library helps us to pick or generate a random number from the given set or random element from the given set and helps us return it from the list. So we are going to return random.choice method from the list of this set. Okay, from this set we are choosing a random this method. This library uses this method to get a random element out of this set. Now let's quickly run the code. Okay, now this works. Let's quickly submit it. This works. Now, talking about the space complexity. Since we are using a set to store the elements for the insertion, removal or getting the random element, the space complexity would be big O of n. Time complexity, since we are inserting, removing or getting a random element and not a specific element, the time complexity would be O of 1 because we are finishing whatever operation it is within given constant time. Okay? Thank you guys.